Nothing's more of a total institution than a submarine. You are not just cut off from friends, political debates, football games, and the latest movies. You are cut off from the sun, moon, and stars. You don't even feel the waves of the ocean when you're below the surface. And even gravity depends on which way the captain points the bow and beam. The Navy attempts anticipatory socialization with recruits by immersion in boot camp, but it doesn't work perfectly. On the submarine, there were two classes of people, those who hated the Navy and the Diggits. Digit is the word used for a multi-tool with knife and pliers, or a person who loves the Navy and is eager to conform to its demands. Diggits often become lifers, meaning they're going to stay in for 20 to 30 years. As a non-Digit, it was assumed that I would one day leave the military and attend college. Everyone in the nuclear field goes on to some fancy job or another. Many take a few token classes and get a degree from Thomas Edison State University in nuclear power. But everyone was constantly telling me college was going to be more boring than the sub, and I didn't want to study nuclear stuff anymore. I hated the Navy, myself, and nuclear power. The Navy told me I was a worthless, replaceable tool. My captain literally told the crew this. He basically said to the crew that enlisted are like wrenches. You use them for the job until they wear out, and then replace them with new ones. The military is propagandized as a bastion of nobility and honor, but there's more anomie and strain than people know. When I broke free of the Navy's agents of socialization, I didn't care where I went, so I really just randomly picked California. I didn't want some six-figure job operating a nuclear power plant, and I didn't even want a college degree. So, I had a couple months of security guard training, 1 year at a machine shop, 2 years at the 99 cents only stores. Then I spent 3 years taking care of the autistic son of a local millionaire CEO. Like an oscillating logarithmic function, it just seemed natural that I would spend the next 4 years somewhere else, say a university. But the longer I spent in California, though, the more I knew I didn't want 4 more years. Taxes and traffic, guns and gasoline. These are the normie reasons to dislike California. But one of the real problems with California is the screwed up, generic, generalized other, generally speaking. This is to say, the way people view others is messed up. The pull of Hollywood causes too much fantasy, and people lose touch with reality. Mass media and mass society go hand in hand. If Americans are bad at being ethnocentric and thinking the world revolves around the USA, Californians are more extreme and think everybody is like them. Fundamentally, there's much vanity, greed, and fear driving people. But enough hating on the status dystopia of California. Let's talk about why I wasn't able to leave on time. It started when a lying policeman gave me a 60-day vacation with some of the nicest and meanest of Californians. California's finest not only delayed my plans, but put me into debt. And that debt meant greater delay in going to university. America has something between a caste system and a class system. Lowest of the low, 5th class, are prison inmates. We don't even want to look at them when we walk outside. Next up are felons and sex offenders. 3rd-class citizens are most folks. States legally create the 2nd class by enacting a special set of laws for police and embracing qualified immunity. 1st-class citizens are active duty military. It's not just that there are clauses written into the laws to exempt active military from certain rules, but all of society recognizes their status by a sort of worship of anybody who is or was a 1st-class citizen. Well, I was looking at 2 years as a 4th-class citizen, a felon, before my status could be taken up a notch. Not many people want to hire felons, My career with the roofing crew was short-lived after I almost died of a heat stroke. Believe it or not, it turns out that in Southern California, roofs are hot places. So I figured I'd get a head start on a civil engineering degree and attend San Bernardino Valley College. At the height of my optimism, I had a plan to get 3 degrees: physics, chemistry, and astronomy. Corona time dawned, and my dreams became as canceled or virtual as my classes were. But as irony would have it, I will be receiving 3 degrees this month. Liberal arts with emphasis in biological and physical sciences, liberal arts with emphasis in social and behavioral sciences, and liberal arts with emphasis in humanities and fine arts. Now I can finally spend that 4 years at university I've been planning.